This is Everyman Carpentry. Thanks for checking in. I'm Tom Greenwood. This is my friend Ryan Conway. It's Ryan's fault that I have a wood shop, and because of that, or indirectly related to that, it's also his fault that you have to sit through my ads on YouTube. So if you really don't like that, complain to this guy. It's his fault. Anyway, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about I don't know, life philosophy, carpentry philosophy, being alive, just, I don't know, we'll see what comes out of it. We're just here talking. Don't get shy, dude. That camera can't really bite you. I also want to say thanks to my friend Mike Grubb for coming out. Mike is with Evolved Media Productions, and he's helping me upgrade the quality of the videos. So, Mike, I appreciate you coming out today. It means a lot. So, I guess what I talk about in some of my videos, what you'll hear me talk about is this idea that skill mastery is self-mastery. And it's a thing that I kind of picked up from my time doing martial arts. Some of the old guys, and I mean like ancient, they were like living fossils. They would say that the ultimate goal of a martial art, its ultimate goal, is perfection of the human being, more perfect realization of the human being, and I kind of internalized that. I internalized that concept. When it comes to doing carpentry, it's not the same as like you learning to punch and kick and throw. You know what I mean? But there's the same thing. Like I'm talking about this circular saw over here, and it takes a certain skill set to even be able to work with it. There also, because of like having to pay attention to what you're doing, making sure that your tool's in order, making sure that where you're at's the right place and you're not going to get, I don't know, run over by a truck or something like that. All of those skills also help me to perfect myself. I don't know if I'm perfect or not, but I've been seeing that like in your thing you got going on here, where you've been growing out the compost business and stuff like that. Like you've been having to, we had to get the tools out and get the gate off of your truck in the middle of the night. And that was like, all of that was because somebody gave me a set of vice grips once upon a time, and then you're out there struggling. But it's like, I'm a firm believer that if you begin to master a skill set, you also will begin to master some part of yourself, whether that's literally being stronger or more focused attention to detail, but also that at the end of the day, it will all kind of, you'll push it all into a little ball, and then you'll be like, I don't know, like you take all those little snowflakes and make a snowball, throw it at somebody or something like that.
What I was really intrigued about, we were talking some about this yesterday, was just about the fact that doing this work and learning this work, like you've been saying, can really pay dividends for one's own life. And what I've noticed is that a lot of guys, including myself, will find themselves in a position in their life sometime where they'll need to be more handy, either whether it's with their car or whether it's with building something for their house, fixing something at their house. And I know that for me, that's something that's been very daunting, and it's taken the experience of learning some new tools to really start to gain some confidence. But this is really an empowerment thing, and it really does seem like a journey kind of thing, because I realize the more hours I log on a different tool or a different type of project, I'm really learning more about the materials and about how to manipulate tools. And I'm also learning about myself and how I react to different materials, handling different tools, and just getting into like a working mentality here at the farm. But one thing that we were talking about the other day that really struck me as interesting was the fact that woodworking is almost as old as humankind itself.
Sure.
We've had a relationship with wood much more intimate even than we have with metal or stone, and that there is something in woodworking for every person, and there's something to woodcraft that is really baked into us and really a long part of our history. So I have felt it nice to have some of my introduction to basic tool work be primarily around wood projects, and thankfully I've gotten some fine coaching from Tom here. So I know firsthand that Tom has good tips that you all can benefit from firsthand, and I'll be happy to share these videos around.